All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about mindset on views and just creating a positive mindset around this whole process. I really hate the whole 200 viewer jail kind of notion that we're doing something wrong if we only have 200 views. There are people who create content and are stuck in that range for years, months and years, but they're still making money because they're making a positive impact on the people that are watching. 200 people is not a bad thing, and I'm going to give you guys some statistics or some comparisons below. But I want you to shift your mindset to understand that social media is not a volume game. It's a value game. No matter how many people you bring value to, we all focus on this volume. Oh, we only had 200 views. We only had 100 views. We only had 300 views or only 500 views. We've become so desensitized to viewership and people. And we look at these people just as a number on the screen, not realizing 200 people watching your video is a lot. That's a big deal. We come from, before social media, a world where having a one-on-one business meeting was a lot. And we'll talk about that in the next slide. But I want you guys to really think about the value, not the volume. And it's very important to understand most people start off with low viewership. Most people start off with a very small audience. And they just kind of wait and they don't care as much until they reach a bigger audience, or they get so excited about a viral video or oh my gosh, there was 100,000 people watching my video. But then they'll get sad whenever there's no results coming from that other than viewership. Because it's not about how many people. It's not about the volume. It's about the value. And it's about the strategy behind what you're doing. Because I've seen many, many, many people become very successful with a very low follower count and very low viewership numbers on their videos or blogs or anything. Think about this for any kind of style content, not just for TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. You can think about this for blogging as well, but change the perspective from trying to get all this volume in people versus just focus on the value that you bring, regardless of how many people you bring it to. And it will grow over time, I promise, but you have to make that mindset shift first. But let's just look at some comparisons. If we were going out years before social media came out, okay, how did people grow businesses? They had one-on-one lunch dates. And if you were getting ready for a one-on-one lunch date to pitch a potential client or potential customer on your product or your service, and you knew you had this plan, next Wednesday you were going to go to lunch with this one potential client, you were so excited. You would get really prepared. You would dress really nice. You would show up with confidence, and you would show up to deliver good value to that potential customer. You would treat it with a lot of respect. You would maybe buy them a coffee or maybe buy them a salad for lunch. And you would really show up as your best self. Why do we treat social media any different? I don't care if one person is watching your video. If 10 years ago we would show up to a lunch meeting and we were meeting one person and we gave a lot of attention to that and we had a lot of preparation for that, why wouldn't it be the same? Because it's the same thing. It's a one-on-one lunch date, just without the lunch and without the meeting and without the extras. It's just over the phone. But it has to be treated the same way. Let's say you were going into a restaurant. Maybe a restaurant owner called you and they said, hey, I really love your business and I want you to come into my restaurant. It's full on Friday night at 7:30 and I want you to stand up on the bar and I want you to present your business opportunity. I want you to present your business. I want you to present whatever you're selling. You would freak out. You would be like, oh my gosh, this is such an amazing opportunity. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. Approach your videos the same way. You would freak out if somebody gave you that opportunity to stand up on a bar and get the attention of everyone in the room. Not everyone's going to pay attention. Some people will laugh you out the room. Some people will keep eating their food and not give you the time of day. But you're still going to be excited. You're still going to prepare. You're still going to be grateful. And you're going to stand up in a bar. The typical restaurant capacity size is 133 people to 240. That would be a huge opportunity. Look at your content the same way. Look at the opportunity to create on social media the same way you would if you were given that opportunity. We think that we have to have 100,000 views, 200,000 views, but that's not the case, you guys. Volume is not the answer. The value is. Now we can get a little bit bigger. An average ballpark capacity is 42,675. If somebody gave you the opportunity to stand on a ball field and present your opportunity to all those people, it would be massive. You would be like, oh my God, this is the best opportunity of my life. I can't wait to see what comes out of this. I'm going to really prepare. I'm going to really focus on delivering the best, most valuable message I can so people understand I'm really here to help them. Go into your content the same way. Prepare for that one-on-one lunch date. Prepare for standing on a bar and presenting your opportunity to a full restaurant. Prepare for being the person who stands on the ballpark and delivers their message. It's the same thing. That's the power of social media. We have so many opportunities at our fingertips. But you want to prepare for the same level of excellence no matter how many people are in the room or on the other side of the phone. Again, where we say fall in love with the journey, not the end result. Fall in love with the value you bring to your audience, not how many people watch it. Get out of this lack mindset, this scarcity mindset of how many people are watching your stuff. Focus on the value first, and the volume will come next. I'll see you guys on the next video.